It was Monday and Maya's first day in 4th grade at Happy Garden Primary School. Maya was excited. New class, new teacher, new friends, new playground, and a brand new school bag. She was anxious and a bit sad too. She missed her old class, her old teacher, her friends, and her old playground. She did not miss her old school bag. She loved her new one. On reaching school, Maya looked one last time at her grandmother who came to see her off. Maya's grandmother was a kind-looking, wrinkled old lady with sparkling eyes. Her eyes smiled with her lips, and looking at her always made Maya feel relaxed. As Maya walked into class, the other students stared at her. She looked different. To begin with, Maya had short hair like a boy's. She had a large colorful pocket sewn onto the front of her uniform shirt with a big button in the center. Her school bag had lots of colorful rags tied to it, here and there. Mrs. Amina, the teacher, smiled and said, "Welcome to 4th grade, Maya." Maya sat next to a big girl with 2 long braids. Her name was Asma. Asma looked at Maya's smiling face and turned away. She frowned and played with her pencil. Maya felt uncomfortable, shut her eyes, and tried to think of her grandmother and her smile. She felt better. At snack time, all the children sat on the mat to enjoy their snack. Maya sat down next to Asma, the only girl she had met so far. Asma took out her packet of chips and a juice box. Maya took out her chapati roll. It was a yogurt chapati roll. "What are you eating?" exclaimed Asma loudly. "It's a yogurt chapati roll," replied Maya cheerfully. Everyone looked at her. "Ugh, disgusting," said Asma loudly and moved away from Maya. The next day was Tuesday. At snack time, Maya sat next to a boy called Babar. Babar had biscuits for snack time. Maya took out her roll. Babar stared at her. "What is that?" he exclaimed. Everyone looked at Maya. "It's an apple and potato roll," said Maya. "Gross," said Babar and moved away. On Wednesday, Maya sat next to Kiran. She looked kind and had smiled at her in the playground. She took out her snack. It was a chapati roll with spinach and raisins and beetroot, which made her lips red. "What in the world are you eating?" asked Asma, the big girl with the 2 long braids. "It's a chapati roll with spinach, raisins, and beetroot. Would you like some?" "It's yummy," offered Maya with a smile on her face. "No, thank you. You're strange," said Asma very loudly. "You are the strangest girl I've ever seen. You have a haircut like a boy's, and your school bag has rags tied to it. Just look at that funny pocket sewed onto the front of your shirt. Quite a fashion statement, isn't it?" Everyone laughed, except Kiran. Maya had tears in her eyes. She felt sad, but she said nothing. On Thursday, after snack, it was time for a test. The teacher asked everyone to take out their pencils and erasers. Maya noticed that Asma looked worried. She saw that Asma didn't have a pencil and eraser. The teacher was strict, and Asma would not be able to take the test without it. Maya put her hand in her special pocket and gave Asma the extra pencil and eraser she always carried. Asma was surprised, but took it to write her test. On Friday after snack, the teacher told the class, "Today, one student will get a chance to share his or her own personal story with us. Each one of us has a special story to tell, something that makes us unique, something that makes us different and special." The teacher read the name on a paper she had taken from a box. "Maya," called out the teacher. Maya came to the front of the class and shared her story. She had lost her parents in the earthquake that struck the northern areas of Pakistan when she was only 3 years old. She was looked after by her grandmother. They recently moved to the city of Karachi so that they could be near her uncle. Her grandmother was getting old and wanted to be near her son. Maya's grandmother loved her a lot. Because she was old and forgetful, she decided to sew a special pocket on Maya's dress, so Maya would always have what she needed at school. Maya thought that the pocket was useful. Maya shared that her grandmother was too old to oil her hair and braid it, so she kept it short. It was convenient, and Maya was happy, especially in the summer. Finally, Maya shared that her grandmother always gave her home-cooked food to eat. Her grandmother said that packaged foods will make her sick. She didn't even buy bread from a shop. She always made roti at home and filled it with different foods for Maya to eat. When Maya wanted something sweet, her grandmother would put sweet fruits in her roti. Maya loved the food her grandmother gave her. As they were now living with her uncle and her grandmother didn't have spare money, she saved a bit of her dinner each night and packed it for Maya's snack the next morning. Maya found the unusual combinations exciting and it filled her up. Sometimes her snack was a bit weird, but it was the best her grandmother could do. Besides, most of the time Maya liked being different. The teacher thanked Maya for sharing her story and asked the other students if they had any questions. Asma raised her hand and asked Maya why she had so many different colored rags tied to her school bag. Maya shared that each strip of colorful cloth was given to her by a friend from her old school. This was to remind Maya of them. She tied each one to her school bag so she would always remember them. The students thought that was a cool idea. Wow, they all said. The following week on Monday, Maya was greeted with smiles as she walked into her 4th grade classroom. Asma came to her shyly and pointed to a pocket sewn onto her dress that was just like Maya's pocket. At snack time, Maya was surprised to see many chapati rolls and also one noodle sandwich, which Ali said was saved from his dinner the previous night. Kiran had mango slices in her chapati roll. She shared some with Maya. Mrs. Amina beamed when she saw that Maya had settled in well in her new class. As the weeks went by, every Friday, one student from 4th grade would get a chance to share their own personal stories with their friends and teacher. The 4th grade class at Happy Garden Primary School learned to celebrate, respect, and enjoy each other's differences. They became the most helpful class at school and won the Kindness Award for the year.